So guys, welcome back. Over the weekend there have been a lot of leaks for the February pack and I want to talk about it. Look at the last video I did over in the right corner where I spoiled basically there will be a blue eye structure deck coming at first anniversary, also a reprint pack, and then obviously also the February pack. We will get another secret pack. Not sure if we will get this on next month or after that, but we will get a Tearlaments secret pack, which makes sense. This is an archetype that is still playable, an archetype that will be more playable in the future when we get the horror stuff, which is basically a level 8 engine that allows you, so it's this one here with the horror cards and the sarcophagus. This allows you to go into your, I think it's called, is it the zombie vampire? I'm quite sure about the name because this is level 8, and then you can mill from your deck, which obviously helps the Tearlaments strategy a lot. So we are expecting a secret pack, Tearlaments that is, even though we are not quite sure yet when this will come around. So if you ever thought about building the deck, to be honest, at the moment it's not the strongest, but will get support in the future, making it more playable again. Unfortunately, we have stuff like the Planet or the Diabellstar at 1, which would have been very important cards, especially because Merly is gone. I think if we would still have the Merly at least 1, this would be way better, because then we could fuse 3 times per turn. We also would still have access to the Merly via the Sprite Sprint, which now is no longer possible, unfortunately. So we have definitely gotten the most excessive hit with the hammer here when it comes to the ban list on Tearlaments. But yeah, we will get this pack in the future. Could be in the February update, could be later on. But to be honest, it's not that interesting, but that there are some very, very interesting cards coming to big deck archetypes getting support. And then we are also quite sure that we will get these support cards here, the Rescue Ace Preventer and obviously also the Rescue Ace Emergency. This is not 100% confirmed, but it would make sense. We are now on Duelist Nexus and we have the Rescue Ace stuff already in game. This is the only thing that is missing. Rescue Ace Preventer is basically a Book of Moon. You can banish one Rescue Ace card from your graveyard, special summon this guy, and then if you control another Rescue Ace monster, quick effect Book of Moon, which is super nice. And if this card is sent to the graveyard, it can even re-summon one of your banished Rescue Ace monsters except level 8, so except the Turbulence. So the card that you banish here, you will be able to re-summon once you link climb with your Rescue Ace Preventer. This is such an amazing card, super strong. And then we have the Emergency, the card that basically ties it all together and makes it so that the Rescue Ace Airlifter, which we can quickly take a look at, the Rescue Ace Airlifter will be a 1-card combo, getting you into your Emergency. Then Emergency can send the Airlifter to the grave as cost, and you can either summon a Hydrant which can search the Turbulence, or you could summon the Turbulence himself, special summon one Rescue Ace monster from your deck in defense position, then tribute one Rescue Ace monster from your hand or field. This is also very nice if you have the Turbulence. So for those of you not really aware of what I'm talking about, the Turbulence that can set basically 4 cards. You will normally set the Trap that destroys, the Trap that contains, which is negates. Then you will in the future set Emergency, and then also either Rescue, which is Reborn, or Alert, which is add to the hand a Rescue Ace monster. But the thing is, if you have the Turbulence already on the field, you can also use this to dodge something like the Effect Veiler or the Impermanence, because your opponent, for example, does Impermanence on your Turbulence to stop him from setting all the cards, which is the main play of the deck, and then you just go Emergency and tribute your Rescue Ace Turbulence, and then it's no longer on the field on resolution, obviously. Then there was a hint from Decade that we might also see the rest of the Rescue Ace support sooner than we might expect, which would be the Diabellstar package, which comes out in Age of Overlord. We are currently on the Duelist Nexus, but we will see in a moment that we could maybe get these cards in maybe the next pack. Not quite sure whether this will be the case, so we will then probably get the Diabellstar, the Sinful Spoils, Snake Eye, and then obviously also the Wanted. For those of you who do not know how this works, this little engine with the Wanted, you can search the Diabellstar, which then you have to send either a card from your hand or a card from your field to the graveyard to special summon her. Then you can activate her to set one Sinful Spoils Trap directly from your deck, which you will set the original Sinful Spoils Snake Eye. You need to send one other face-up card you control to the graveyard. This is normally your Black Witch, and then you can special summon one level 1 fire monster from your hand or deck, which then you can summon the Rescue Ace Hydrant with. So we have more access to your Rescue Ace Hydrant, which obviously gives you access to your Turbulence, and this is really strong. Then in addition to this, you could also banish, for example, the Wanted from your graveyard, put back the Snake Eye on the bottom of your deck, and then draw a card Or you could also banish this card from your graveyard, target one of your Snake Eye, not really important right now, or Diabellstar monsters, so the Black Witch, and then add one level 1 fire monster from your deck to your hand, place a targeted monster on the bottom of the deck. So you can recycle, for example, the Black Witch, banish this, and then get another level 1 from the deck to hand, which is just insane, and makes this deck and the other fire deck, the Fire King, and also the Snake Eye pure deck, the best decks in the OCG and TCG. Right now, TCG is to come, but we are pretty sure that this will be the case. So as I already said, we can be pretty sure that this will probably come in the next pack, not 100% confirmed, and if we are very, very insanely lucky, this will also come to us in the next pack. Don't think so. I will guess this will be in the pack afterwards or something, so don't put me on the spot here. But let's talk about which two big archetypes will get support in the next upcoming pack. The one is, and that's quite interesting, because this is definitely not something that I was expecting, but we are getting the TG cards. And the TG cards, and that's the interesting thing, the TG cards are from Age of Overlord. So we are now on Duelist Nexus, and the really big set that is to come is Age of Overlord, because there we are getting the SP Little Knight, we are getting the horror stuff that I just showed you, the Bell Snake Eye stuff, we are getting the Star Slayer, Typhon the Star Slayer. So the Age of Overlord set was definitely one of the biggest meta impact sets in the last years to come to Yu-Gi-Oh! And there were also these TG support cards in there, TG Glaive Blaster, Dragonair, Striker, though I'm not sure Dragonair, was it also in there? But these were in there for sure. I have also unfortunately pulled this from my Age of Overlord display as a secret rare, so that was really bad. I'm not quite sure if All Clear was there, but I think it was. It definitely was the Rocket Salamander, which I think I also pulled from as a secret rare, if I'm not mistaken here, also super bad. But yeah, we will get this stuff here from Age of Overlord, so I'm not quite sure why they are doing this. Why do they give us these trash cards from Age of Overlord and not the other ones? But this could obviously also mean that we will get cards like the SP Little Knight, the most insane card to be ever printed since I don't know which card. SP Little Knight here, and also Typhon the Star Slayer as a really good general card, the Anti-Zeus, and it's also called. So the TG stuff will get support in the next upcoming pack, but there's also another one that I have predicted this will get support, because this is from a Duelist Nexus, and this I'm quite hyped for, not as hyped as a friend of mine is, but we will get the Infernoble Knight stuff. I've already talked about this, that this is next on the chopping block to come to us. The Emperor Charts, the Great, the Angelica, and all the other stuff missing here. This is, I think, not an Infernoble card. This is only treated as one. I'm not sure if this is a new card or we will get it, but we will get this stuff here, making the Infernoble Knight deck really strong. This will also benefit from cards like the Diabellstar and the Sinful Spoils stuff, because with that you can get access to Eureka Detto. This is level 1 fire monster, so maybe this could be the case. I really don't think that it will be the case, honestly, but we can be quite sure that we will get this and the TG stuff, and maybe they are like, okay, we are giving them a fire pack, we are giving them the Infernoble Knights together with the Rescue Ace stuff, and then maybe the Diabellstar Black Witch stuff, the Snake Eye stuff here as a support for these decks. I don't know, not quite sure, don't really think so. We can expect this, the Infernoble Knight, and also the TG stuff, and then we can, yeah, we can make an educated guess that we will also probably get the Rescue Ace stuff. But as I already said, Decade said, we can expect this full power Rescue Ace deck here in not too much time from now, so that will be very interesting. I'm very hyped for this next pack, as the January pack, in my opinion, was a bit disappointing. Let me know in the comments what you think of the January pack, what you think of these leaks for the February pack. Are you excited for Infernoble Knights, for TG? Is anyone out there excited for TG? I am not, I have to admit. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you already saved up on the gems? I have, because I've skipped the January pack, and obviously there's also still the event that I have to grind to get my gems. Not the biggest fan of the events most of the time, but yeah, this is probably the stuff we will get in February. I'm really hoping for the Rescue Ace stuff, and it would be insane if you also get this. If we only get the Rescue Ace stuff, then Rescue Ace will be one of the strongest decks. If we also get the Diabellstar stuff together with the Rescue Ace stuff, then Rescue Ace stuff will definitely be the most strongest deck, the tier 0 kind of deck in Master Duel that you can be quite sure of, because this deck is very able to play under Max C, as you only need to get to your Turbulence here, and this is quite easily achieved. Could be even achieved with only one normal summon. and then the special summon of the Turbulence, you will most likely give him 1 card and then 1 card for the Turbulence, and then you can set up your entire board, which is insane. Tearlaments was also able to play really well under Maxi. This is always a strong point for a deck, especially OCG and Master Duel, because there is the Maxi obviously. But yeah guys, let me know in the comments what you think. If you like my kind of content, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumb up and the notification bell, and we will see each other in the next one.